That is cool. Wow.
Well, 1492 is when they kind of found it. But it was before that. The Vikings found it first. You know what kind of stories you had? Older yet? Yeah. We killed our brother over here. Yeah, that cannibal shit.
Yeah.
You got nicer, yeah. You got nicer stories.
George, why didn't you use pit Charlie? Have you ever been asked that?
I've never been asked that.
Never been asked that.
No.
Good.
Oh, wow.
I used to wrap these things. Oh my God. I think that's really why I'm deaf more than anything is from rapping. Well, we had to stand next to the rapper.
Oh, what manual control? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you had to stand next to the thing, and it was always in my right ear. My right ear is way worse than my left. But yeah, black plastic is for short term for us. But I don't think you get as hot as we do.
No.
He used to be a rapper. This is an old DP, old dirty bastard. This is OLF.
That's there you go. I was a rapper at one
Oh,
time.
there's your cows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to drive to work anymore.
I do.
You do.
I do, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to. You feel
No,
like
it's not. And, you don't get tied up with traffic. So this is obviously the.
Wow.
that's for pushing feed in, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
it's got
when,
side
when
leg
they get
spin.
in front there.
They nose it. Well, when did I do that? Hour and a half ago.
Yeah,
They just bloody nose it out all the time.
Yeah, they push it out, and then you go along with that, and then you just roll it back in.
Yeah.
They have those in the U.S. They did. I don't know. We never bought
Do
one.
you milk manually?
No, we'll have a look at Parlor in a minute. It's a 10-10.
They do?
herring.
No, they've got a Parlor.
That's what I said. You got those, the one you shove it in the nipples, right?
Yeah, you should
Like-
just.
No,
No, you put it in the nipple.
You
No,
put it on the
They're-
udders, on the teats.
On the nip. Okay,
Yes.
the tits.
Udders and teats for cows, nipples are for porn stars.
Yes, on the teats. On the teats, dear. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that with Jeremy Week.
You have a cluster for the udders.
They have a milker, a regular milker.
Oh.
Running. We used Bodman, which was New Zealand. Bodman. We had Surge, D. Laval for a while, but the Bodman new poles were good. Every other day, when we were milking 88, we couldn't fit it,
No.
so we were even dumping.
Was you? Oh,
We had to. Then we got to the point where we were taking it out of the tank. And we had the old Surge pails and then the creamery cans. So just at the end of milking, we'd be pumping out of the cool milk out of the one tank, and we'd top it off, and we'd have that right to the tippy top. Once it started to run over, and then the rest, it was like, well, now what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So that was fine. We did that for a while until the inspector came in just before the bulk tank came in, and the driver did, and he said, no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your temperature.
Yeah.
So it should be something like
He said she was picked up this morning, so
It's washed.
yeah.
Okay.
So the 44.3 is
So is it all on the top? The washing you got to hook up at the bottom, right?
Yeah, the hot washing.
It's connected how it is at the moment.
Yeah, that's hooked up for washing at the minute, so it goes through that
And then
pipe.
you just literally, when the milk's gone, connect that up, press that.
Yeah, yours is different. I had a
just-
Sunbeam pump that we had to move from the two
It just
tanks.
gets on
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. But
Right.
this is only just over 12 months old.
Yeah.
Right. Well, our tanks, we had a pump. It was a Sunbeam pump. So of course there was two hoses. There was two hoses, one on either side, the rinse hose and then the detergent hose.
Yeah.
And of course then it would suck it out and blow this, and then it would come out of the, because there was a thing mounted on the wall where you had to put the detergent and stuff in.
Yeah, well, all the detergent is brought up through there.
Okay.
You've got
So, yeah, you've got
you've got
cycle
two cans
tank.
there. You've got alkali and acid.
Yeah.
It's done. The acid is done about every 4th day,
Yes.
so it automatically tells you how much it wants.
Yep.
We can't change it. It's factory fitted.
Oh.
Yeah. See, we did. Yeah, that's a roller pump, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, ours was different. We ran the acid manually. That would, but the let's see, how would we do that? It was supposed to be through the wash sink. So there was a little thing that you would take off, and then you would put the acid in there, and that was just for the pipeline. Because we had glass lines for years.
Well, so we did up until 2005.
I liked the glass lines better.
I don't.
No, well,
But that,
when I was a kid, I liked them because
Yeah.
you could see the milk going.
yeah, yes, I agree with that.
But the dirt,
But
you could see the
you can see the dirt all the while.
yeah
Cow touch it.
breaks.
You've got a broken
Yeah.
glass line.
Ours
But
were real high.
we've gone from like a 32mm pipeline
Right.
to big bore. So the milk going in here is 40mm
Okay.
into the tank. Well, that few extra mil, when you're pushing milk through, they're averaging just over 31 litres
Okay.
at the moment. So if you were still on 32mm, you'd be you'd be waiting to get rid of milk in order to.
Oh yeah.
That's the.
Well, every once in a while, when we would flood the line, we'd open up let her rip, and it would send a slug down through. But we had to send our into the receiving jar, and then we had a pre-cooler, and that damn pre-cooler, what a pain in the ass that was.
That's what that is there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's right here. So that pre-cooler,
About all the
it
memories.
restricts the flow quite a bit.
We actually can reduce the flow from the milk, like the receiver in the parlour,
Right.
to get to there, so as we can actually cool the milk more,
Right.
as long as we've got water capacity.
Right. Yeah, well, it restricted our capacity, and my dad was like, you know what? I've had enough of this damn thing. Getting the hell with it, and took it right off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did take yeah.
But then
All that
that's
stuff.
got 50mm balls in it now.
Okay.
Whereas if you were still on the old ones, they'd be too. It'd be too restricted, wouldn't it?
Right. Yeah, and then we were burning up pumps out of the receiving jar.
Yeah.
So that was what we were having. And them damn pumps, you know.
They're not cheap.
No, the we got so we were buying. We had motors on the shelf, and when we burn one up, then we would send it out and they would
Yeah.
rebuild it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
and there's still one up on the shelf. It's
Is
brand new, and I think it was $1,100 for that thing.
Yeah.
And I had a neighbor. There's like 2 dairy left in the county, and he was in. He says, "You wanna sell that?" And I says, "Yeah." I said, "I think we're gonna need about $1,000 for it." And he says, "$1,000?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Well, I'm not paying $1,000 for a used motor." I said, "That's brand new, pal.
Yeah.
It's brand new." And he hemmed and hawed about it. It's more than $1,000 now.
Yeah.
I imagine it's probably closer to $2,000 for that thing, just for that pump. But he ain't been back, so I don't think he had the money for it. Is
No.
what it was. He wanted me to give it to him,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
because it's in my way, and it fits nothing else.
Yeah.
No, sir.
It's
definitely
specific.
Specific.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. So you fill this up every other day, or
We're not quite filling it.
not quite filling it?
This-
This is a big tank.
It'll hold 8,000 litres, and we've got not
Oh, they
seven,
tell you.
about
Yeah,
76.
76.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 37 liters they're
No,
averaging.
about 31. 31 and a half.
31. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, this is what was in my grandparents. My grandfather, my mom's father, on my mother's side, my grandfather on my mother's side, he had a tank that was like this. And it had the ladder on it. We never had it, and it was put in 1955.
It's an early one like
And it was big for then.
Yeah.
But he had, that barn was 50 cows, but he would change them out twice. So he was milking about 100
that. Yeah,
cows.
about the same.
And in he was one of the first to put in a bulk tank. As a matter of fact, I think he was the first one in New Jersey to put in a bulk tank in 55. We went in 1960, I think they went in the 60s. No, that was 59. They put the first bulk tank in 59. But they were still running a dump station. You know what a dump station is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we were still running a dump station, and we didn't have a pipeline. And then they put De Laval. It was De Laval receiving jar, so it was all De Laval pipeline. It was glass. And then in the 80s, when I was a kid, then they put in the stainless steel.
Yeah.
So, but it was welded stainless.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of an upgrade then. But when I was little, I remember trying to chase the milk around.
Chase the
I
slugs
remember
around,
those.
yeah.
Probably William's age, when they did that. So,
It's cool to see, isn't it?
it is. Cells, 24 cal carousels, and those are high maintenance though.
Yeah, there's a few around here, but you jolly soon hear of them coming out.
Right.
And robots as well. People put robots in and then.
Yeah, but you work down there. You're right in the.
Right, yeah.
It's right in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right in your face. No kick bars or anything. So they kick at you.
What are they?
You're getting it in your face.
What are
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I never milked in a parlor. We were always stanchion barns, so they came in and they went out.
they? Yeah.
But you know, the only parlor that I've been around a couple of them, because I used to sell minerals, livestock nutrition. I was the delivery boy. It was like the only job I ever, and I hated it because I don't take instructions from people very well. It's like, you got to do this. It's like, I'll do it when I get to it, you know?
Yeah.
So, but no, I was in a couple of parlors there, and they were straight line parlors. Were you with me down at Emmons's? No, you weren't. It was just me and William. Emmons's, they had a parlor down there. It was one line, and that was actually really, it was pretty nice parlor for the age of it. But Mrs. Curtis, she was a woman. She's dead now. She died when she was 95. Put in a parlor, looked just like this. It was brand new Surge parlor. Milked it 2 months. The milk inspector came in, gave her a rash of shit about something, and that was it. They shut her down, and she says, "Oh yeah, well then I'm selling the cows," and she sold the cows. It's a time capsule. You walk in and it looks just like it did in the 50s. You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy what it looks like.
This building got put up 50 years ago.
Right.
We upgraded in 05 to before then. When it was put in 50 years ago, there was jars down the middle.
Yeah, we had
So it was, so it was
jars
a
down here.
but no, before, Liz,
Oh.
before that it was a
Yeah.
10-5.
Okay.
So you've got 5 units,
Swing
10,
over.
10 cows.
Okay. Oh,
Within-
you bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within 18 months, we doubled up.
Okay.
So we've got glass jars along the bottom.
Right.
Oh.
I'm gonna come down here. Yeah.
I can just remember it happening.
I can't.
No, while you on about.
Yeah. So all your work is right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's right
so
here.
cows.
This is for cleaning your.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
they're
cups?
washing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where you put it on the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, your clusters.
I actually have these. I've got these cups. I
Some
know I
people
have
do
these.
them that way around, put electric and put bulb out the bottom.
Yeah.
Decorative.
Yeah, right. No, but I've got those up in the wagon house. They're
Okay.
they're still there. I've got inflations. I've probably got old seal kits for these. But, yeah.
That way you've got seal kits for these, because these were only designed about 12 years ago.
Yeah, well, they're
very
similar
similar,
to
right?
that. Yeah, they look similar, but they're ancient for
Yeah.
for what.
Automatic are one of the few that are actually doing a lot of research on the actual claws
Right,
in order to improve milking speed.
right.
When we we used to have a forward claw, and when we went from that to these, we knocked off about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
And the
So
milk
we
was done.
pre-dip them
Right.
with that one
Quality
to
went up too.
get the udders and teats wet. Then we like
Okay.
strip them so we make sure there's no.
Bacteria,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. And then once they've been milked, they get an after dip. Just
So
to-
how many minutes before they done milking? The machine tells you how many minutes?
Yeah. So these are
There's a
these
conditioner.
here are automatic cluster remover. So there's a sensor in there.
Oh, there's a sensor. They'll
Yeah,
know if
so-
there's milk is out.
So you've got, your milk meterage comes up on here, and then as they get slower and slower, it then realises that they're done automatically. Then these lift up.
Okay. Oh, so there is a sign.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it shuts off here.
Okay.
So that lets the vacuum off.
Okay.
And then they come off. Then they come off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
These
So
take
previously,
off, take off.
before we had these, you had to sort of make sure they're milked out and then manually take the clusters off.
In
And
the
then,
afternoon,
yeah,
about
so
2.5
automatic
hours
cluster.
in the
I see.
Cluster remover.
That's good. Easier.
Yeah.
Right.
A bit easier.
So how many milking? Oh,
130.
yeah.
Twice a day?
Yeah.
Some do 3 times. Some do 3
You
times.
don't-
I never saw the advantage in 3 times. It's not.
By the time you put the extra feed and
Right.
the staff cost in,
Doesn't.
it doesn't add up.
No.
It perhaps does how the milk prices at the moment. But once they start talking it down, they definitely won't be worth it.
No. What is the milk price now?
We actually hit 50 pence last month.
Per 100.
50
Per
pence a
litre.
litre.
Per liter?
Oh, 50 cents. Okay.
50
cents.
pence
So we go by
pence per-
100.
Yeah.
When we bailed out, it was 13. It was just at 13 at that time. 13 100. When my grandfather died in '81, it was $13 a hundred.
Yeah.
So equipment, fuel, feed, all that had gone up.
Yeah.
Now, right now, I think it was 20. Well, I don't know about right today, but a month and a half ago, it was at 25 a hundred. So those guys were sitting a little high on the hog.
Yeah.
You know, and you can tell because then they start buying stuff, and they
Yeah.
really, what they should be doing is paying down debt. You know.
Well, that's what they were saying at Lamma.
Right.
Yeah,
They
people.
can. Well, you'll see in a minute. The separator, the person that we got that from,
Right.
they've sold 27 in the last 12 months.
Right.
He's waiting for 5 to come in.
Right.
That says an awful lot, considering that at the shows beforehand, it was how much is a certain repair going to be.
Right.
Now, come and repair. Oh, how much is a separator?
How much
Right.
is a new item?
Yeah. Get on.
A lot of people. have done
That's
that.
how it's that's how it's changed in the last 18 months.
Yeah, but what's going to happen in the next 18 months?
Well,
That's what they got to think about.
They've started talking the price down already. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, even now, I sold corn before I came here, and I was in the car. I think Paul was in the car with me. I was talking with Dad, and he says, "You made the right decision selling that corn before you left." And
already dropping off.
it's dropping. It's dropping. Well, I don't know. Whoever makes the rules up are the ones that are in control anyway.
Yeah.
We're just dirt farmers. you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I genuinely couldn't tell you what a pint of milk is now, because you just grab it and you pay for it, don't you?
Yeah.
And they know
Right.
that.
Yeah. Well,
And I genuinely, if you,
oh,
Mine says
180, is
180.
it?
Well, a
Yeah, I was
pound,
gonna say, I was told
1.20 for a
180 the other
liter
day,
at Clarkson
so
Farm.
I
That's what that
literally
was.
couldn't tell you, because it's one of them things you
it's a
know.
staple.
Yeah,
Exactly, you
pick
don't.
it
I
up
need
and-
it.
And when all's said and done, it's really a superfood, and it's one of the best hydration
course it
foods
is.
that you'll ever
Of course
have.
it is, right.
So why should it be cheaper than a bottle of water or a bottle
That's the
of
thing, isn't it?
Coke or whatever?
You think you get half as much water, and it's
£2 for a bottle.
£2. Yeah, exactly. More. Yeah. You think what you do with the milk? You
But-
cook, you bake, you drink. Just everything with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you
Well,
just grab it.
Yeah, they do here over in the United States. It's the display for soda and energy drinks
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
it just overshadows milk.
Well,
Milk
it
is in
does,
the
it
back
does
corner.
here.
They put that soda right out front when the
Yeah.
kids come in. Oh, mommy, I want a Coke. And
Yeah.
they're all loaded up on that. And
Yeah, you
they're not asking for milk.
No.
A few years back, they had milk vending machines they were going to put in all over the country.
Yeah.
We're going to put milk vending machines in. And guess who lobbied against it? Coca-Cola,
Coca-Cola.
Pepsi-Cola.
Yeah, the
Yes, they will.
ones that are big enough to fight against it.
Yeah.
To shout loudest, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Money talks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does. So that's what happened to the milk vending machines.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great at Clarkson Farm. That was the only thing you could get there was milk. And I didn't drink any, but she did.
It was good, but they didn't give me my change back.
Yeah, they ripped Joe and Jeremy ripped her off.
Is that right? He
They
needs the money.
did. They
He
ripped
needs
me
the
off.
money.
They ripped an Asian off. No good.
No. There's more to this story. See, you guys have a really cool looking coin. No, it's not this one. That's the pound.
Yeah.
But I got it in here.
I
And it's got
think
like a
so.
bunch of sides on it. It's 50 pence.
50
Oh, I don't have it. I
50
used
pence,
it
right?
already.
So, yeah, I know. So she's got 50 pence. And I said, just put the 50 pence in. No, I want to keep it.
Yeah.
I said, well, then throw another pound in. So she threw the other pound in. So they would have got her for, what, 30 pence?
Yeah.
But instead they got her for 80 because she wanted to keep her 50.
Yeah, you see.
We'll find you a
go.
50p.
Yeah,
Look at yourself.
yeah, they're around.
Funny.
You're right.
Lovely though, isn't it? They done anything with that bridge yet?
Yeah.
Over it now.
After however long.
That took 5 years.
Yeah. 5 years to just sort of basically collapsed and got washed.
No, well, no, it didn't get washed out. Like so, it was cantilever bridge.
Concrete boxes.
What happened?
We were here for
Hey?
just
There's another like there was. Like I say, you've got two pillars like that with a bit of concrete over the top.
Yeah.
He started going. It only dropped about 6 inches over, and this is the ingenuity of the Environment Agency. So you got rail.
Yeah.
They've been packing it with metal, putting longer bolts in to make it look level.
Oh.
Yeah. The bridge sinks and the rails stay there.
Yeah.
It looks good. Yeah, that's what we pay for. Seriously.
And then the bridge collapses and they all wonder why.
right, yeah.
Oh.
Well, they put
That's
white
real
plate, they put
smart.
5 people on there.
was
Well,
it
yeah.
3 or 4 years? Something like that?
People,
Yeah,
yeah.
it should have been able to take cattle.
But the reason they employ these people in the Environment Agency is because McDonald's are not hiring.
Yeah.
Well, they put it in kiosks. And then the kiosks don't work, and then the people behind the counter have no idea how to check you
The
out.
trouble is they don't actually know which way the river flows.
Well, it's going that way.
Yeah, I know that. But if you asked them in the office, they wouldn't know.
No, they wouldn't know.
No.
Nice.
It's nicer in the summer.
This is some bridge.
It's nicer in the summer.
That is, yeah. Outside, you can see where the
Hi, babies.
reduce going for the mangers.
Yep.
And that end was where the harnesses was kept.
Yeah.
And the one the furthest was the chaff house.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Yeah, they put them together like that.
Oh.
All the old barns now that are like this.
Oh, you're a nice one. Oh, look at you. Yeah. Joker Horst. Let's see. Heart.
Angus locked up in the neighbours, he's got a
Sumo. Same as this.
It's that, but only 3 metres wide, with 6 legs across the front.
Yeah, set of like river legs on the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, they call them legs.
yeah.
They call them shanks.
Yeah.
Crook shanks, right? Health can get, it'll work anywhere in the world, but you gotta work at it.
You got to feed it, haven't you?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So that's the Joker. I'm like, what the heck is he
Joker.
talking about? I thought, and I'm looking for the brand Joker. And I was like, you must call that thing a Joker, because but I don't know.
Yeah.
Different stuff.
Yeah,
Different, isn't it?
yeah, be a bit like the.
Is she the
Like
eldest now, Rich?
No, she's not the eldest. Who's the eldest?
And that's a
All the ones.
turnover plow.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy one of those. We don't have these like this. What year would this be?
2002.
2002. It's in damn good shape.
It is. Class.
Class. Well, we call them Kloss.
Class.
But you
Class.
guys call them Class.
Class.
That's what it
We're
is.
Kloss.
Yeah, there's a reason. That's what it is.
Yeah, because I knew from the last time I was here that you guys say class. But
That's spelled differently.
Yeah.
Class would be a double S. That's
Yeah, double A.
a double AS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kloss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Class.
C-L-A-A-S.
Yeah.
Class.
Class. Long A.
Like Porsche and Class are both the names, surnames of the people that own the company
Okay.
as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Michael Ford.
And the families still run businesses as well.
Right. Yeah, well, I've got a cousin and he runs class equipment.
Yeah.
And I just never, I guess I never needed anything that was class. Never needed anything.
Ah.
I did look at their balers at one time.
Blue.
There you go.
New Holland.
That's New Holland. Explain to me the license plates, because people have said to me, you can tell
They've
right
changed.
where it was
Yeah, but
made.
they've changed over the years
That's
2 or 3
changed.
times, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, but to B
Is the year,
is the year.
which
So
brings
that's
it out to 85.
1984, 85.
No, 85,
The year of
86.
the machine.
Oh, 85, 86 and that, yeah.
Yeah, 84 was,
84
was the A.
A, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So they
used
had on the end, they used to have them on the end. So let's just say it was like Y.
Okay.
That was 82.
80Y was
Yeah, 82.
82, 80, no, 80,
82.
no,
182.
80.
Definitely 82.
Yes,
That's
yeah, it
not
was,
fun,
because
which
that
one?
was the
So that's 8, was that 82 or 82? But it's 82.
82, 83, wasn't
Then
it?
they didn't have a Z because that looks like a 2. Okay, so
Right.
they didn't have that. So they
So
get rid
went
of
to
that.
A.
Ah.
So
Right.
in 83, 84, they went to A.
A.
So
Then you could have
84, 85.
84, 85 you have B. 85, 86 C, and so on and so forth.
So they have 2 years per
And
level.
that they finished at X, which was 2001.
That was 2001. We went to X again, and then they started. We won't go into the new.
Oh, you did.
What? What the hell?
Or you, so then you can, the
They
VL,
couldn't just say 84-85.
There you go. That's
they
it.
had VL on the end.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
now they've
The
got
last two
to
is the
a
region, the
new
area.
system.
Okay.
So
So
that's
you-
got
you
67
can
on
have
the back of it.
VL,
Yeah.
That one has got 13. So that was a 13.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that one was done in 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
six.
I
Six
see. I
makes the
see.
second half of the year.
Yeah.
The pain in the ass to remember all this
It really
shit.
is, yeah.
And when you get to 10, they change the like so it went like you went from naught from 09
Yeah.
was 59, and then we hit 60.
Right.
Or 10, it
10,
went to 60.
60. Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk?
Confusing.
Now, who makes these tires?
These are Seat or Seat.
C-E-A-T.
Yeah, but where are they made? Oh, India.
India.
Oh,
rubbers.
India. Farm.
You got some abrasive ground. See,
Something
when
or
I was-
other.
when I got to my 4960 or 4955, I came out of Germany. Those tires were just like straight line cuts.
You get on some Flint brand, they'll just take the sides, they'll take
You got Flint.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hillfield, which is just up here. I've packed up there now because when we went through, like we followed through, you sliced the tyres up.
You got Flints up there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Actual, you could strike.
Oh,
Yeah,
you start fire Flint.
you can pick lumps of
I
flint
need
up
to
like
pick
this.
Big as that, honestly. You can,
Yeah, they're blooming heavy.
yeah, they are.
That's still what we're going to do. If you clean this shit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, well, those tires were all cut up, and I was like, man, what the heck were they
Yeah.
driving on?
So,
Yeah, it's flint.
say TW25, about 154 horsepower, overall horsepower. The TW35 was basically the same thing, but had an in, given it about 188.
Right.
That's a wanker pipe.
We knew about the wanker pipe. I thought you threw that in a furrow.
Wanker.
No, I've still got the original one. We plowed that in. Yeah.
That was funny. You caught all sorts of hell for that too. Like, oh, I can't believe he did that to George.
Just
I'm like,
like-
you dumbasses.
I
You
know.
think he's going to do that without asking him? Oh yeah.
So, no, I mean, but she's straight. In fact, we met the lad at Lamma who used to own this.
Really?
Yeah. And they've still got some
We've still got
TWs and stuff, in they? And they do look. Now the thing is, like, you'll see. I don't know, just say as an example, if it's abrasive, like this, in time,
Right.
sand and that blowing on here, you get in and out of the cab, but where?
Right.
Them boys, they're the good boys you want. 'Cause they'll go and spray paint, they'll rub it down, spray paint.
Right.
People go, oh, well, that's not original. Right, so let's just leave it and then let it rot.
rots
You
away.
know what I
Right.
mean? So you don't. They keep on top. And that's why this thing is so tidy.
Right.
Because
Right.
they always kept on anything.
Nice.
They would get on top of it. As soon as it's scratched, they would get on top of it.
Yeah, it hasn't quite done without
Well,
that.
these things still command pretty good money.
Mad.
This
money.
is stupid money.
Yeah, that's
Mad money,
because
isn't it?
I was looking. I saw George with this one. I was like, you know, I always liked the TW Fords. I said to my grandmother, because my grandmother was the one that, you know, she says blue don't belong on a track. And she always said that. But so I started looking at a TW35 because of that guy up there. I wanted to make him an offer on it because I figured it'd be cheap power. It's not.
It's not cheap power now.
No, it's like whether it's a collector thing.
Around here, there was no end of them, and they only just came out in the harvest, put on a Heston,
Yeah.
because it was cheap horsepower.
Cheap horsepower.
And they'd sit on that Heston,
And just chug along.
and you wouldn't have the, you know how the new tractors really struggle when you get towards the whole bale, that torque goes, doesn't it?
Right.
This
They're
will just
torquey.
she'll just keep on plodding.
Right.
See, the biggest thing with these, again, 'cause
They've got such a long stroke on them.
we had the Super Q cab, which is the same thing, just the next model up.
Right.
They did a Generation 2 and a Generation 3, and then they went to the Power Shift, the 30 series.
I think that's a Gen 3 up at that TW35 Gen 3.
Is it?
Right,
Yeah.
another square cab.
It's got a flat roof on the top.
Can't.
Yeah, I had a quick chat with him. I got a picture of, no, I haven't got a picture of the house.
That's
That's
interesting.
the one, yeah. That's
Yeah, so that was all done.
see some remain nameless, just see the
Just didn't-
secrets and stuff, and they didn't know who they were and what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's all various people all over the,
All the names.
yeah. obviously probably Russian. I don't realise how that's got a lot of moss in it now. And it was it 2013, so it's not that old.
10 years already.
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah, some of that stuff is like, oh, they put that up just a
that
couple
one
of years
here-
ago, and then you look at the date like, really, is that long
See
ago?
that one was like Sabo. Sabo was the one going right up to the day before D-Day. It was telling the Germans it's going to be the Pas de Calais, and it was the double agent.
Right.
So it was.
There he is.
There's a little bit about that. That airfield and everything back in the day.
Was it 161 and 138?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my school bus driver, Ben, he was a rear gunner on 161 Squadron on the Sterlings. They used to do Denmark. That was their run out.
Wow.
So obviously like Saunders and Hudson's are normally France, but Denmark being further.
Yeah.
So when all the bombers were grounded because of the bright moon, obviously just like daylights, they wouldn't go out. That's when they used to send them boys. And they would be like 200-300 feet all the way across the North Sea, and across there. And they got hit up pretty bad a lot of the time.
Right. Yeah, your little town. It's just a little village.
Yes.
Yeah.